Hey, everybody.
Yo.
Welcome to Under Review. I'm a champ, baby.
Champion. Watch the people call my name. Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to Miss Jade.
Welcome to Under Review. Share, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff.
Ding.
I'm over here taking selfies. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good.
You know why? Because she's a champion.
I'm a champion.
Watch the people call my name. Let's get it. Let's get it.
New York Liberty won their first WNBA championship. Shout out to my girls.
Fun fact, they were I was talking to you off the camera, they were the first WNBA franchise. The first team ever were the Liberty. They started this. Comets was winning championships. They not around no more. But the Liberty are. The Liberty are.
Great season. Great few seasons. It's a great environment. Great team. Ellie's the shit.
They deserve it. As soon as y'all got Brianna Stewart, I was like, when they winning the chip?
Listen, I'm
When
going to
they
tell
win
you
the
right
chip?
now, I don't even know how I'm here right now. My son didn't go get his hair cut. I said, fuck it. We skipping school today. He chilling with Nana.
Sunglasses and Advil. Last night was mad real.
Listen,
Kanye voice.
listen. It was a great time. Great time. But I know y'all here for football, so let's get to it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Listen.
All that good stuff. A lot to talk about.
Let me take my glasses off.
Patriots ain't gonna win.
Can't wait.
Patriots ain't winning no chip.
You see how you started? I came in here with good vibes.
Cause you gonna come with the cowboy hate. I'm waiting for it, so I gotta be proactive, not reactive.
All jokes aside, they tricked me, dogs.
Who?
I didn't think
the bats?
I didn't think they were gonna be great, but I thought they would be middle of the pack.
Serviceable.
And we're not good.
Nah. It's rebuild. It's a rebuild.
And that's okay. We can rebuild.
Yeah. Rebuilds
but the
are good.
defense is what's surprising me. That we're not good on defense.
Rebuilds are good as long as
the last few weeks.
as long as you've got the right coach who's like installing his culture, team building. Rebuilds are fine. When you don't, and you're like the Giants, that rebuild's gonna last a couple decades plus.
I like Jerome Mayo. I think he was an excellent player, great coach on defense, defensive-minded coach. I mean, I'm not gonna crucify him. Give him some time.
Give him some time.
Same grace that we give non-black head coaches to be successful. He needs that same grace. So
How's it looking in Detroit when Dan Campbell got there?
Right.
It was looking rough.
But I just want Mayo to just chill
saying.
out. Like, I know we're not good. You don't got to tell everybody, the world, that we soft. I mean, you could, but we get it. Like, just don't find that perfect balance between talking and not talking too much.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, it does. It does.
But forget the Patriots. I love them. My team's stressing me out. Damn, they stressing me out. Damn. The Jets.
Whew.
I was not a fan of the Davante Adams move. You went all in? Congratulations. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick just got signed, right?
Yeah.
Short term. You had to go all in. You had to make that choice,
Yeah,
right?
had to.
But I didn't think it was the best move for Davante Adams, given the quarterback, given the offense, given the schemes and lack thereof. He's not a savior.
Nah.
He's there to help.
It'd be different if they would have traded for him at the beginning of the season. It'd be different if because you want to talk about dysfunction. We're talking about rebuilds.
Right.
Their owner knew that he was going to fire Robertsaleh. It was a matter
Which is kind of messed up.
Yeah, it was kind of messed up when you think about it, but that's dysfunction right there. That's the Jets. That's Woody Johnson. That's what he does. He did it with Adam Gase. He did it with Todd Bowles.
Adam Gase was not a good
That was a bad hire. That's what I'm saying.
He's not a good coach.
Bowles, for that scheme and for that what they had at the time, bad hire, bad fit. Now Bowles over there and with the Bucks, he's got a quarterback. They got a chance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, when you've got dysfunction at the top, there's two things. You know what I mean? We could transition to really talk about both our teams in that respect.
Right.
Is team building and roster building. They're not the same thing. Roster building is player personnel. That's the draft, that's trades, that's free agency. We both know that. Team building is not roster building. Team building is the coach, that's the culture, and that's the scheme. the X's and O's. You got to have both. And look at Detroit. They didn't have it for the longest. Dan Campbell and his staff, they've got that. And they got a quarterback. You look at
They have a culture.
And they have a culture. You look at Dallas, we had that at one point. We had that a long time ago with a guy named Jimmy Johnson. You look at the Jets are rudderless.
They don't have a culture.
They don't have a culture. They thought Robert-Saleh was going to instill that culture. There are some guys that belong as DCs and OCs that are not HCs. And on top of that, their owner doesn't know how to evaluate and get a GM to Douglas to get the right coach to get the right culture. That's a problem.
But to your point, owners like that who make money and who are successful businessmen and have the coins to get an NFL team that don't really love the sport or understand or want to even learn to understand the business of the sport to make those type of decisions, this is what we get. Again, I'm not saying Robert Saleh was the best coach. He wasn't the worst. If you were going to clip him, fine.
Do it.
Clip him at the end. Because clipping him in the middle of or even, it was fairly early.
Yeah, 5 weeks in.
Didn't make sense.
No.
And what I was saying was, so you clip him, he's not to blame for the offensive woes.
No.
You can kind of blame it on Nathaniel Hackett as a play caller, because to me, his schemes were kind of remedial, like nothing fancy.
They're archaic.
But then, too, Aaron Rodgers is predictable. It's kind of compounded.
Yeah.
Are we watching him lose a step in real time? Has he totally lost it? Because he's not the same player.
We are. No, we're absolutely seeing it. There's a reason why Nathaniel Hackett was stripped of his play. He's not even calling plays anymore.
And that was going to happen regardless.
Exactly. So so your defense is still playing top flight, even with a lot of injuries. It's still playing well. So you fire the head coach.
They didn't play well last night.
They did not. And but you see the drop off. You see the drop off.
But this is what happened when you fire your head coach,
who's in charge of the defense.
Then you bring your freaking defensive coordinator up to become the head coach, and now you have
dysfunction.
And they're thin.
Yes. Dysfunction. That is the definition.
I didn't put my glasses on. I'm struggling.
That is the definition of dysfunction. You fire your head coach who was in charge of the defense when your offense is struggling. Because even in the first 5 weeks, Jets, there were a lot of penalties. Their defense was good enough to win pretty much every game except for the San Francisco game. Good enough. They should at least have at least 4 wins. So you fire the head coach who's running the defense, and now the offense which already had problems. You think just dropping Davante Adams is just going to solve everything?
But
it's not.
That was the hope and the plan, right? And when you look at these numbers, Jets fans, you get excited, right? Davante and Rodgers, first team All Pros, back to back in 2020 and 2021, right? So we living off of that nostalgia.
Right.
Together they made history. 615 completions, 7,529 yards, 68 touchdowns in 8 seasons. So you want that chemistry. You're hoping for that. And then my thing, too, was we get Davante, cool. Somebody dropping a fourth. After Rodgers blatantly blamed Mike Williams.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's non-existent. Or he's getting the hell up out of here.
Yeah, both
or
probably.
He's doing special teams.
Probably both.
He was a healthy scratch. I mean, when he didn't practice last week, before the game yesterday, he didn't practice. Personal issues, like, no. For a quarterback of Aaron Rodgers' caliber, I expect more from you. I don't expect for you to say, oh, this receiver wasn't running, this route.
We don't. We want you to what media wants you to say is, I didn't play well. We need to be better.
As a fan, that's what I want you to say.
That's like the bare minimum of quarterback speak. I didn't play well. We need to be better. Not, well, if he would have ran to the red zone, to the red line, and this, that, and the third, and I saw this, and then he did this. He basically said that, yeah, he screwed up, and we lost because of him.
But also, let's talk about. You watched the game last night?
Yeah, I was watching it with the Dodgers game. I was flipping back and forth.
Okay, so you weren't perfect yesterday because you definitely threw like a back shoulder pass and expected old boy to catch it.
He's been a turnover. He's been a shell of himself. And again, when you miss preseason and when you miss training camp and you miss OTAs, the voluntary and the non-voluntary, he missed both. That let me know that.
But he's been doing that for years, though.
But it's different. It's different when you're coming to a new team and you're talking about installing a culture. In Green Bay, he had his thing.
That's not his thing, though. Has he ever been like I'm the culture guy. Everybody follows me.
That's been a big knock on him. What I'm saying is, even in Green Bay, however, he would still make time to put in time with Davante and his receivers. He's not even doing that. He's not even doing the bare. He's not even doing the bare minimum in New York. He's just doing what he wants to do, and it's already gotten a coach fired. And it's dysfunction. It's dysfunction. He's a bad leader. I'm sorry. He's been a bad leader for a while now.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers.
You know how I feel about him.
If you don't know, I mean, I think he's one of the best of all time, not the greatest. Skill set in his prime, sensational, phenomenal. Never thought him to be a leader. I always thought he was a little drama queen. I thought he was a little doing too much. Bad year for them. Does he stay another year? Is this his last rodeo? Is he regretting that he wanted to prove himself wrong? Should he have just said F it last year and call it a day? Like, where do the Jets go from here?
If they show signs of life, say they sneak in as a wild card. Because
they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah,
the AFC
exactly.
is not.
And there's 5 wild cards now anyway. So it's designed to get the NFL, just like Major League Baseball, they want as much chaos as possible. They want as many teams in the playoffs as possible. So I believe that they'll get to the wild card. Again, depending how their season ends, I'll give you a more definitive answer. If they get into the wild card, say they get 1 win, or they sneak into the divisional round, or they make a little bit of a run, I say he comes back and tries to make another run with Davante.
They're not playing well.
They're not, though. They're not.
That's the overall team, and I think that's the problem, that they're not. I need to get my life together. Glasses on, off, I don't know. But they're not playing well at all. It's not just a Rodgers thing. They're not playing well. And I was looking at Davante's face last night.
Davante is like,
I know he regretted it.
He looked like he did in his Taco Bell commercials. He's just like, really? Like really? Like I was just with the Raiders. We lost to the Steelers. I got traded to the Jets and we lost to the Steelers again in the same 2 weeks.
I'm just so curious what his thought process is, because the Saints probably were a better fit. The Bills a better fit.
The Bills were a great fit for him. He wanted to play with his boy. This is what happens when you want to play with your boy. It really, don't feel bad for him. He wanted to play with his boy Carr. How'd that work out? And now he wants to play with his boy Rodgers. How's that working out?
I mean, to be fair,
Come on.
Carr wasn't bad. That situation was a little funky too. Like, Carr is a talented QB. He just can't take you to the next level.
They can't. And the Raiders
stuck on neutral.
They still got dysfunction. They got dysfunction too. They don't know how to put a roster together. They can't do roster building or team building over there. And the same with the Jets. So he's in the same position.
This is what so interesting to me, when I was reading a quote from Bishop from the Steelers, and he was basically saying, we know how Aaron likes to attack us. Whenever he sees the middle of the field open, he likes to throw those type of passes. And I was prepped. I was ready. I was right there.
Film study.
But that goes to my point of how he's like, there's nothing new. And Aaron is like so predictable. So you have to take onus yourself too. You can't just blame it on your receivers. You can't blame it on the coach. Like, how many more people are you gonna blame it on? How
many more people are you gonna get fired? Because it was Mike McCarthy's fault, remember? That's why he got him up out of there. And now it's Robert Saleh's fault. He got him up out of there. Who's next? Who's next? Because they're going to have a new coach next year. Ulrich isn't going to graduate from the interim tag. They're going to have a new coach next year. And really, depending on how it ends and depending who the coach is, we don't even know if he's going to be there next year.
So should the Jets just move on? New QB? Well, Aaron Rodgers, you're not going to do that to him. Yeah. He's Aaron Rodgers. So let him retire, make his decision to part ways with the organization.
It's Aaron's decision. Yeah, like, the Jets have empowered him so much. He's calling the shots up there. He basically has an office right next to Douglas. It never works that way.
It wasn't working out that way in Green Bay. Wrong move.
Just saying.
Wrong move.
Just saying.
But let's talk about my boy Russell Wilson, though. Yeah. First of all, I'm so mad at myself because I was picking the Steelers, and then I let you Fulios out there.
Fulios. Jabronis.
Convinced
Jabrones.
me that my boy was rusty. And I picked the damn Jets. And the Jets are in fucking turmoil. Russ look good. He was a little rusty at first, but shook it off. Look good.
Russ is what they hope Justin Fields can grow into. Justin Fields is very similar to Trey Lance, man. He's got a Hear me out. You're talking about a guy that just from seeing the field, mechanics, reading defenses, throwing guys open, that's still developing. It's not there yet. Now, will it ever get there?
Maybe.
We'll find out.
Maybe.
With better coaching, there's a chance.
And development.
In development. Because they said the same thing about Baker. They said the same thing about Goff. Said the same thing about a lot of guys. Like,
Goff was terrible at one point in time.
He was. But he didn't fit McVay's scheme.
Right.
Ben Johnson knew how to tap into the guy that was at Cal that was a Heisman Trophy
and he's older.
candidate.
He's more
Seasoned.
A vet. All of that stuff.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Russ sees the field better. Russ is a Hall of Famer. Russ, like, people can talk about the dangerous and the let's ride and all the memes and corny and all that nonsense. Russ is gonna get a gold jacket.
Corny, not corny. That's still my guy.
That,
you know. People kill me for rocking with Russ. They kill me for rocking with Kyler Murray. Blah, I can't speak today. You can say what you want to say. I hope, and they were killing Mike Tomlin, head scratching. People didn't know.
Of course.
And my thought process has always been, Mike Tomlin is the only one that knows what's going on between the two quarterbacks. And he always had a great quarterback situation because you have a young guy who's healthy, who you believe can take you there. Then you have a veteran Super Bowl champion, been in this league for 13 years, who's seen it all, who's done it all, and who still has the juice. To your point, it does have to be the perfect marriage.
It does.
So,
it does.
Either way. But maybe Mike Tomlin thought process was always Russell Wilson.
I think it was.
And Russ got hurt.
I think it was.
Because he never committed to who the starting quarterback was.
No.
Kind of, sort of, before Russ had that injury, he kind of alluded to Russell being that guy.
Yeah. Because, again, he sees these guys practice every day. And these coaches, his staff, they see all the film, all the throws, all the reads. And again, they watch every practice. So he's sitting in practice every day like, Justin's not seeing the field. There's a ceiling to this offense when he's in there. Yeah, he can scramble and he can he's more athletic and he's younger, he's got fresher legs. Yeah. But when you're in that pocket and you can't scramble and you got to make a decision, he's not seeing the field well.
That goes to development. That goes to opportunity. The Bears did him no favor.
He had
Ohio State. You know how I feel about Ohio State quarterbacks, but that's neither here nor there. When he went to the league, the Bears did him no favor.
He was in an awful situation in terms of coaching, and everyone's saying, well, if Justin Fields had the weapons that Caleb Williams had, the weapons don't matter if the scheme and the coaching's
and
trash.
And he had no O-line. I think they just got an O-line.
Yeah.
The Bears are historically known for having a trash O-line.
Yeah.
And FYI, let me go back to the Jets real quick. That's another issue that they have.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of coaching is quarterback and receiver miscues, and that offensive line.
And penalties.
Yeah,
they're the most penalized team in the league by leaps and bounds. So,
but back to Justin Fields and Russ. Damn, what were you saying?
No, Russ, they can win with Russ. They can win with Russ as long as Russ stays healthy because he's battling injuries too. Consistently. That offensive line for the Steelers, that has to be better. Russ is the type of quarterback, he needs a run game. He needs a run game. There are some quarterbacks that can live without it. The year he won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks,
because he does need a run game.
He needs a run game. There are certain quarterbacks, they need it. Some don't need it. It doesn't matter.
And I'm thinking about Jonathan in my head because remember, last year, the year before, he kept saying, "Has Russell ever really played with a great offensive line?"
I'm just
so used to him scrambling all the time.
He's played with a good run game and a great defense. That's how he got his ring. They should have had a second one against y'all, but play calls at the 1 yard line, Malcolm Butler. But what I'm saying is,
coaching. Shout out to Billy B.
He needs a run game, and if the Steelers commit to the run with Warren, yep, and they've committed to drafting and at least trying to work on their offensive line. They drafted 3 or 4 offensive linemen. The Steelers are trying. They want to get back to the identity of run game defense.
What is their identity? Because as of lately. So this season, I've always said Justin Fields wasn't playing bad. So let's not do that. He also wasn't playing great.
He was mid. He was mid.
And their identity for the first few weeks was our defense is going to grind it out.
Yeah.
But if you can't put up points on the board offensively,
it's not sustainable.
Thank you.
It's not sustainable. I was saying that for the longest. Even
and then I'm looking at last year, very similar situation, right? Mm-hmm. Your defense is going to rock out.
Yeah.
But if you don't have somebody to get points offensively on that board,
it's not when you play the big boys. When you play Buffalo, Kansas City, all the top tier teams in the AFC, Houston. If you can't put up points, I don't care how great your defense is. This is the NFL.
Hence why the thought process of putting Russell Wilson out there to see what he can do makes sense. Very gutsy of Mike Tomlin to do it on a primetime game at home where those fans have expectations and you know what the noise is inside of your organization and outside. Shout out to Mike T. I told you, I doubted him 1 year and he shut me up.
I've never doubted him.
So I'm not doubting him anymore.
I've never doubted him. Like if the man was available, say he was like, you know what, I'm cool, buy me out. I would I'd drive up to freaking Frisco, Texas, and be like, Jerry, call the man. Call the man.
And peep game to how Russ got Pickens in early. Kept feeding him. Because Pickens is known to be that type of receiver where
gotta get him involved.
If you don't get him involved,
he checks out. He checks out. And he's not a proficient route runner. He's a 50-50 ball and the type of and you run after catch guy. If he doesn't get touches early on, he's checking out. He's worrying about his TikTok. He could care less. It's the truth.
Brady.
He's gotten better at broadcasting games.
How was he yesterday? Because I watched highlights of the game. I didn't really listen to his broadcast. I wanted to.
Yeah.
After this freaking ownership deal went through.
So I was watching the game. Shout out to Harlem Wizards. I'm rocking a hoodie. Just got this one yesterday. We were leaving Albany doing a back-to-back. I was in upstate all weekend. And I was able to watch from like the second quarter until the end on my phone. And Tom has gotten really, he's getting better. His first game with the Cowboys and Browns.
I heard it was
rough.
Nervous? You think my man was nervous?
Yeah, he was nervous. He was nervous.
Broadcasting ain't for everybody.
It's not. I remember my first game commentating. It's not. You think it's easy. Oh, you're just talking. No.
And Tom gives me like he wants to be perfect at everything.
Yes. This was what, week 7? He's gotten much better, much more comfortable. He's taking his time. He's not just like trying to rush through everything. Or he was a rookie. It was his first time. He's literally, you know what I mean. But he's breaking down the nuances in the game, subtleties that he's seeing.
That's what I wanted.
That's what I wanted. Yes, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So he's doing a great job. It was a great hire, and I think by the time next season rolls around, yeah, he's gonna show that. Like,
you think he's still gonna do both broadcasting and I mean I know he got a crazy contract. Okay, minority owner, 10%, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the stipulations that they put on him as restrictions? Okay, let me run it down because I'll run it down. He can't be in another team facility. Can't watch practice. Can't attend broadcast meetings.
So no pre-production meetings?
Can't publicly criticize other clubs and officials.
They might have to buy him out.
How we broadcasting?
Yeah, they about to buy him out.
And Tom doesn't hold any punches.
No, he doesn't.
So I'm curious. That's why I asked you, like, how was it?
It was good. Curious. I thought it was good, but
given all these restrictions,
given those restrictions, it smelled like a buyout to me. I don't know how you're gonna commentate on the Raiders versus the Chiefs when you can't criticize.
I said you guys did this now.
Yeah.
When I want to see him interview Patrick Mahomes, when I want to see like the GOAT maybe pass off their relationship to the baby goat.
And they did an interview. They did an interview to in preparation for the game.
That was probably before the damn.
It's probably during the offseason. Hell, he did an interview with Dak. He did an interview with Dak before the Browns game. Like he's been interviewing.
Yeah, but this just happened last week. Like literally.
It smelled like a buyout. All right, given all those, that's new information for me. I missed the pre-production meeting too. That sounded like a buyout to me. Because how's it going to work?
I'm curious to Tom Brady's role in the organization because Mark Davis is like tight lips. He's not going to say what he's doing because being an owner, okay. But what is he doing? Is he super involved in every conversation that's happening? Are you focusing on scouting? Are you what are you focusing on? Like, what are you doing? And
it's a good question.
Tom Brady is a go-getter.
He wants to be the best.
Exactly.
He's Kobe, Black Mamba mindset.
And maybe broadcasting was a stepping stone until the deal went.
Maybe it's possible, but it smelled like a buyout. Kids, can you say buyout at home? Buyout.
My man loves football so much. Best team in the AFC North.
Right now, still Baltimore. It's still Baltimore.
Okay.
It's still Baltimore.
Best team in the NFC North.
Lions.
Hands down.
Lions.
NFC North is the best.
It's the best division. It's the best division in football.
All 4 teams are, and the Bears are to me the weakest link.
Yeah,
because
but if they get the coaching right, they'll be coming next year.
Yeah, they'll
Absolutely.
be. Even with the rookie quarterback, the defense was always good to me beginning of the season. But the Lions are special.
Yeah. They like so Ben Johnson, like I mentioned earlier, he's tapped into Jared Goff at Cal, and that guy right there, you can win a Super Bowl because when he got to the Super Bowl with the Lions, I was shooting with the Rams. Rams. It was Aaron Donald. Yeah. It was Aaron Donald.
It was the defense.
It was the defense. It was the defense. Let's call a spade a spade. But Ben Johnson is okay. What is this guy good at? What does he like? What am I going to get the best out of? And he's playing with such confidence right now. Dan Campbell has tapped into. It's similar to the effect that Jim Harbaugh had on Alex Smith when he got to San Francisco. You got a guy that couldn't win 5 games before he got there. All of a sudden, he has them in the playoffs.
Is taking on the identity of the coach.
Yes, 1,000%. You love it. It's beautiful to see because I've seen it before.
And they're showing. I think the Lions might be. I go back and forth between them and the Ravens, but the best offense in the league, man, because they showing that they can whoop your ass in a multitude of ways.
At your place, at our place, at a neutral site.
Last week, they were playing with their food. They was just like, we just going to do trick plays.
They're running lineman plays. Like the linemen are running routes on us. And Mike McCarthy needs to get fired, but that's neither here nor there. Bill Belichick will fix it. Bill will fix it. Tell me what tell lies. Bill will fix it.
We keep throwing Bill Belichick out here. Pick a team, Bill, if you come back to coaching. Because you got the Giants. You got the... Damn, all NFC teams. I heard on a podcast somewhere. I think it's Cap. But if Tom is who he says he is with the Raiders, he might call up Bill and be like, "Yo, fix the Raiders." Come and do this. The Raiders. They got there's too much going on over there.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
Because Pierce is looking like a questionable hire right now.
Nah, Antonio Pierce.
I like him though.
He comes from that Tom
Coughlin.
No,
that was
Mike Tomlin. He come from Mike Tomlin tree.
Nah,
Tom Coughlin tree.
I think Tom Coughlin definitely mentored him.
Didn't he get a ring?
Yes, he got. Yeah,
damn
he did.
Bastard.
07.
Yeah, definitely Tom Coughlin. Yeah, but I like the way that they're morphing. They're playing confident. The Vikings are a great team, so it's nothing to them. Shit, all 4 teams can end up in the playoffs.
It's possible. It's the best division.
Because Green Bay is playing well, even with Love coming back. And teams, I would say 3 out of the 4 teams on both sides of the ball are well fucking coached. Mm-hmm. And their players are executing.
Team building, roster building. You guys following? Hey kids, team building, roster building. Learn it. Just saying. It's important.
Hey guys, there's a difference between having players on a team and team building.
You saw it with your dynasty. I saw it with my dynasty. We're old enough to remember when it looks the way it's supposed to look.
I'm seeing it right now with the Jets.
Exactly.
Star players?
A bunch of good players and a good team.
Exactly. I can't even finish.
It's a difference with because think about the Jets they got some players over there.
On paper.
Hall is nice. Devontae is still nice.
Him, right?
Wilson is nice. Sauce Gardner is nice. They got nice players. They got a trash team though. Sauce is nice.
Year 1.
Two-time All-Pro. Two-time All-Pro.
Okay.
Only 2 men have ever done it.
Okay.
Lawrence Taylor and Micah Parsons.
I'm not saying he bad.
He's nice.
I'm not saying he bad. I'm just saying we got to slow down this year, and it may not be his fault. It may be coaching. It may be the entire defense. I'm just saying, calm down.
He will take a step back without Saleh because Saleh was getting the best out of him. He was playing the best ball of his career with Saleh.
Okay.
He was. He's going to take a step back without Saleh.
And then it has regressed.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, like,
he's still one of them ones.
Let's slow it
No
down.
No disrespect toward my man Sauce. Juice versus Sauce, available on all different platforms.
And then what's another team where their identity, a lot of talent, but I don't know what's happening with them because I feel like they should be so much more of a juggernaut than they are, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles because they have talent like crazy.
Coaching matters. What's the culture in Philadelphia? What's the culture in Philadelphia? Because if you say Nick Sirianni, I'm gonna throw my Jordan 4 at you.
First of all, forget Bill Belichick on the Eagles. Imagine if they had a freaking Dan Campbell on the Eagles.
If Mike Vrabel
take that identity.
If Mike Vrabel goes to the Eagles, that's a problem. That's a problem.
You need the Eagles are Philly is a tough city to me, right?
Mike Vrabel will be perfect there.
Philly team, tough. So that's the identity I expect the Eagles to have. Mm-hmm. My friend is an Eagles fan, longtime Eagles fan, and we were having a conversation, and he was like, "What do you think about Jalen?" I'm like, I love me some Jalen. He was like, "Yeah, Danache, but I don't think he's it." And I was like, "No, I think Jalen is it." But I also said, to be fair, let's give him a chance. I strongly believe Jalen is taking on the identity of his coach and or whatever friction is showing is not manifesting.
They'll have a new coach next year. They're going to have a new coach next year.
And Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore ain't going to be there.
Thank you, because
he ain't going to be there.
I just realized I had an epiphany moment yesterday. Like, bro, Saquon is on a team with an OC that doesn't run the fucking ball.
What did I tell you last time you had me on here? What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Kellen Moore?
Yeah, but granted, he ran down the Giants' throat, which was the
Giants.
But it's expected because they did you dirty. So prove
you knew that
wrong.
was coming.
But I'm thinking about the game the week before that and the week before that. Use him as he should be utilized because Saquon is special.
He is, but Kellen Moore's not. Therein lies the issue. The Cowboys,
nice?
The Cowboys were not putting. No, I'm not being nice. This is why you brought me on here. No, Dallas was putting up numbers with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb in spite of that dude, in spite of him, because every single time they played a defense that was nice, the offense didn't work. How's it looking in Philadelphia?
Why you always bring it back to them bum ass Cowboys?
Because it's facts. It's called spade a spade.
Damn.
It is what it is.
Cowboys good, you talk about them. Cowboys not so good, you talk about them.
Because it's America's team.
We talk about damn Jacksonville, you talk about the Cowboys.
It's America's team.
Not anymore.
It's America's team.
Not anymore.
Well, now it's Kansas City. Kansas City got it right now.
Kansas City is winning despite everything. The injury bug not affecting them. Like
Patrick Mahomes throwing like three interceptions a game.
He trucking guys. I think he got like 6 touchdowns in the season.
You got Kareem Hunt looking like Jerome Bettis. They got Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt was here a couple weeks ago. Now he got 3 touchdowns against the 49ers.
And I had him.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And he was still available.
Mahomes
I was going to pick him up, but I said, nah, let me chill.
Mahomes has 8 touchdowns and 6 interceptions through 5 weeks.
And Juju's hurt, right?
Juju's hurt. Their number 1 receiver right now is you.
But honestly, I'm going to be real. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I wouldn't go crazy looking for a big name receiver or somebody to carry it. Whatever you guys are doing is working. Until they lose.
They have a great quarterback. They got a great defense. Not a good defense, a great defense. They got a running game, and what I love about Andy Reid is his offense has upgraded and adapted with the times. He's running the same West Coast offense that he was running in Philadelphia and in Green Bay before that. He is. But every year he was like, what are the best offenses doing? They're running motion, pre-snap motion, misdirection.
Right.
I need that because my quarterback who played at Texas Tech, who's great, who's an all-time great, that's where he's at his best. You look at all the offenses that are stagnant, that aren't working. I'm not going to use my team. You said don't use them, so I'll use Jacksonville, for instance. It's not working because your offense, you're still using...
Is that killing you right now not to talk about that?
Nah, that's cool. It's cool. I watch football. I love football. I can talk about anyone. I can talk about the Browns.
Steve is killing him, Steve.
I can talk about the Browns for an hour if you want me to. You know, I do this. What I'm saying is, the bad offenses and offenses that are struggling, even with good players, they don't adapt with the times.
Yeah,
they don't. Even Philadelphia's offense. Philadelphia
too talented to be stuck on neutral. They're stuck on neutral. I don't know what I'm getting.
Yeah, A.J. Brown is he's been one of my favorite receivers since he was in Tennessee. He's nice. Devontae Smith is nice. Dallas Goedert, when he's healthy, he's hurt right now. He's nice. Saquon is nice. They got a nice offensive line. They should be putting up 40 points every single week. So either it's the quarterback or it's the OC. It's one or the other.
And of course the quarterback's is gonna get the blame, right? Mm-hmm. Especially Jalen, you just got a major contract in the offseason.
You making $50 million. You getting paid like one of the top tier guys. So play like it. Act like it.
And he is. I just can't wait. And I'm going to claim it on my boy. Because I firmly believe he has the juice.
Can't wait.
Right? I know there's doubt from his past in college and when he's been a little iffy.
As an Alabama quarterback?
Yeah, but marry him with a good OC or a coach that's going to take him to the next level. He's there. I feel like, is he checked out? I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. I mean, like,
it's a disconnect.
Yeah, like
it's a disconnect.
Him maybe not on his team, right?
With the coaching,
but with the coaching.
With the coaching, you see it.
And does he not even trust them? So that's why he's just going through the motions in real time.
I don't think he does. I don't think either he doesn't
or any of the players.
Either they don't trust him or they don't believe in him. It's one of the two.
And Nick be wilding.
Nick,
let me tell you something right now.
What does he do? Because he doesn't call plays. He's a walk-around coach.
Let me look at this.
Take your one shot. Take your one shot.
He's a head coach, so he oversees. But let me tell you something right now.
He's a walk-around coach. That's what he is.
Nick Sirianni, I ain't mad at you when you be wilding on the people. If that's your MO, that's your MO. But if that was a black head coach, the same grace would not be afforded. That's what I'm gonna say. Let's take it back over here. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
A lot of people gave Nick and still give him flack because he was cursing out the fans and all that. Listen, I ain't got a problem with it. If that's your MO, then baby, that's you. Mm-hmm. Own that shit. Stick to it.
Yo.
But you better have that same, those same kahunas and stuff with your team and when you coaching.
You're 3-11 in your last 14 games.
That's no bueno.
Shut up.
I mean,
shut up.
I mean,
seriously, shut up.
Bobby Roseman, I mean, we know how that go.
He's not going to be there next year.
We know.
He's not.
We've been saying this for so long.
He's not.
We've been saying Doug Peterson. We've been saying
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni. We said Robert Saleh. Loki,
I didn't.
I did.
I was shocked.
I did. Shout out my boy Jason Enrique. Me and him called that in the offseason.
I'm saying Dable. Didn't the Giants just fire a GM and then get another one?
They're on. They did. No, the Giants are on rebuild number 7, I believe, because their owner still makes football decisions. We talked about this. Your owner can't make right now? Your owner can't make football decisions. It doesn't work. It doesn't. That's like you saying, listen, I'm gonna make ice cream from scratch.
What you trying to say?
Wait, and then I'm gonna build an ice cream truck business overnight. In 24 hours.
I'm nice.
For $500 million. I'm
nice. What are you talking about?
You do that? That's you?
I'm nice with it, baby. Your girl is multi-talented.
Danache Jones over here?
I'm nice with it.
Danache Davis?
Give me 48 hours. Watch that shit get
okay, 48.
I'm calling
48.
I'm calling my friends.
24, I don't think so.
I got some people.
I don't think it's 24. 48, yeah, I'll give you 48, but 24, nah.
Patty's killing it. Deshaun Watson goes down. Non-contact injury.
It's Jameis time.
Baby, they made Jameis like the third depth quarterback.
And because the guy in front of him got hurt.
But which was stupid because yesterday could have been your opportunity to win. Like, that was dumb. You could have put him in. And it's a shame Deshaun went down. I don't condone the booing. You could feel how you feel about him personally. On and off the field. His quarterback play this year has been terrible. A lot of people talk about his contract, right?
Yeah. How could you not? It's a fully guaranteed contract.
I get it. The contract is a contract, and I don't think it was a bad call based on the Deshaun Watson
in Houston,
that we knew.
He was one of those ones.
If we give him that,
yeah,
then I would fall on that sword as an owner because you took a gamble and it just so happened that shit ain't worked out and it looked crazy right now.
Yeah.
If it would have worked out, we would have been praising them and and then more teams probably would.
He's a bad fit. Their scheme does not utilize at least what he's good at.
Bad fit or bad quarterback in general? Because he's not playing well to me.
Well, I think it's both.
Okay.
I think he's regressed, but at the same time, the offense that they're running with the personnel, with the scheme, with the play design, the structure, it's not conducive.
Even when he had the two-headed monster, I agree with you because he never had. I'm trying to think on the Texans. I don't remember him ever having. Running backs like that. He was a scrambler. He was the one.
And him and Hopkins were just putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah. Oh, Arian Foster was with him? Probably Arian was on
probably
his way
toward the end.
Yeah.
If
but
Cleveland,
Arian wasn't running like
he wasn't his prime anymore.
Like how they had the two-headed monsters, Stefanski, and
right.
I get you.
What I'm saying is, if Cleveland was running the same exact playbook, with, of course, upgrades with motion and so forth that they were running in Houston, and he looked this bad, I'd be like, yeah, that's Deshaun. He's washed. He's cooked. But they're not running that.
I think people have been saying that for some years, and I'm just finally getting around to this season and realizing and affirming that
he's washed. He's washed.
His time has passed.
To me, it sucks when a guy's washed, but you know him for playing such high level football for so many years.
That's what we're going to remember.
Yeah, and we're saying the same thing about Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers low key is washed, and that pains me. That pains me to say that because aside from what he's done to my team in the playoffs, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah. But look at some of the decision making, the way he's moving in the pocket. Some of the turnovers, he's not the same guy.
But I'm not surprised because I've been calling this and his last 2 or so years on the Packers, I've been saying the same thing and I've been saying it with my chest. So I'm not surprised when it comes to Aaron.
How about this? I got this stat from First Things First with Nick Wright. He hasn't thrown for 300 yards in like 3 years.
We talking about Aaron or Deshaun?
Aaron Rodgers. Talking about Aaron Rodgers. Deshaun. Deshaun's cooked. Deshaun is cooked, man.
And listen, we regress.
They're in a tough spot because
who's they?
I'm talking about the Browns, quarterback wise, because you can't cut him. You can keep him. Yeah. Well, this is what I would do. I would draft a quarterback. I'd keep him, let him rehab and do whatever he's got to do, and then try to negotiate some type of either a buyout or listen, we trade you. Whoever we trade you to, we'll eat a percentage of the contract. Kind of what the Raiders did with Davante's contract. The Raiders agreed to eat pretty much all of it to get him up out of there. The Browns are going to be in a similar situation. If they finish with a top 5 pick, mark my words, they finish with a top 5 pick, they're going to draft a quarterback, and then this is it.
It's cooked.
This is
over
it
for him.
It has to be.
It's just like it's so complex over there because I know football. It's family, but when you have the fans booing you,
they got the brown paper bags out,
and they're not.
When the brown paper, Danache, you know this,
and you know why they're booing you. They're booing you for these allegations, more so, in my opinion, than your quarterback play, which has been atrocious.
I think it's both. Though.
A combination of both.
I think it's a combination of both.
Because if you're winning, and that's effed up as it is. I'm trying not to cuss so much.
They'll overlook that.
And as egregious as those allegations are, they will overlook that.
Look at the Steelers with Big Ben.
I mean, nobody wants to talk about it.
Just saying. Nobody wants to talk about it. But we'll talk about it on here. You said raw and unfiltered. That's what you do. We do unfiltered, authentic conversations on my show.
We forget about that. Even though Big Ben has swore up and down on his life.
We just go off the allegations. You know
different
what I mean?
times,
different times.
Now I feel like everybody's taking allegations like this
much more seriously.
We should.
Yes, as we should, of course. What I'm saying is the Browns, their fans are passionate. They love their team. They love their team. Ride or die. They're kind of like Cub fans. Like, yeah, we haven't won it forever, but hey, we ride or die. So it's kind of like Detroit fans. The Lions,
Detroit fans travel. They travel.
The Lions have never been to a Super Bowl. They've never even been to.
They go this year. I would love to see them.
I'd love for them to go. I would love a Detroit Kansas City Super Bowl. I'd love that. Sign me up for that.
You in my head?
No, we both love football.
After I was watching that game, I was like, damn, I would love to see them match up.
That'd be a great matchup. It would be an excellent matchup.
Because I think Dan Campbell has learned his lesson from last year. He was literally one play away from going to the Super Bowl.
They kick that field goal and go up 3 scores, they beat the 49ers. I'm sorry, they beat the Avengers. And by the way, how the Avengers looking right now? Minus Avengers. How they looking?
Yeah.
Where's my camera? Hey, Brock Purdy.
Listen.
Hey, Brock Montana. How you looking without your Avengers?
No. Let's not do that.
Yeah, we are going to do that. We are going to do that.
Let's not do that.
And on my show, in a couple of days, I'm going to do it again.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to do it again.
The injury bug has finally caught up to them because the 49ers.
The Avengers.
For years. Have had the injury bug, and it was always next man up,
yeah.
next man up, next man up.
Or they had all their injuries like toward the beginning of the year.
And
they got healthy and then just steamrolled.
But
That's
this year,
not this year. This is football.
But they play so tough. Are they like? Is that player fatigue? You can't keep rehabbing so quickly, year after year after year after year.
That's why they talk about Super Bowl windows.
Yeah. And all their key players are hurt.
Yes.
Well, a lot of their key players.
They don't have. Listen, Debo's not young. Like George Kittle's not young. Christian McCaffrey is not young. Christian McCaffrey got a lot of carries. He was in Carolina for like 3 or 4 years before he came to the 49ers. He's got a lot of touches.
I think people forget. I'm not surprised that the Christian McCaffrey, and I don't like people to get injured.
Running back,
don't get me wrong.
I'm not.
But did we not forget Christian McCaffrey used to get hurt
all the time when he was young.
So those 2
when
seasons
he was fresh.
In
San Francisco
and no injury,
and his usage.
Take a breath.
His usage was crazy. They were using him more in San Francisco than they were in Carolina.
Yeah.
So he has Achilles tendonitis in both legs. How's this man walking right now?
I don't think he's coming back for the season.
I don't think so either. He went to Germany.
Yeah, I don't think. And Kyle Shanahan isn't speaking much about it, so we'll see.
They just lost Ayuk to a torn ACL. That's a big blow.
Listen.
That's a big blow right there.
I said that. I'm watching it. Well, I couldn't really watch the game, so I rewatched.
Right.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a champ.
Champion. Watch the people call my name. Champion.
The amount of preparation for that Liberty game yesterday.
Hey, you earned it. You earned it. Did you get the whole trophy? Did you get the whole trophy?
I'm not telling my business. I rewatched.
She did.
I'm not telling my business.
She did.
I rewatched all those games. I didn't come home till like 4:30 in the morning. So I rewatched all those games.
Sunglasses and Advil. Last night was mad real. Go ahead. Sun coming up 5 a.m.
Yo, it feels so good to be part of a winning culture.
It does. It does.
Shout out to the Liberty. Shout out to
Congrats. The first WNBA franchise with their first.
I just keep bringing it back to that, right? But
yeah, now I'm talking about Dallas, so you keep talking about the Liberty.
No, that's my girl.
Keep going. It's your show.
I'm so amped right now because we won. I'm like I'm on a high. What the hell were we talking about?
I know the feeling when the Yankees in the World Series. Wait, give me a round of applause.
Yankees in the World Series,
baby. Let's go.
But I'm sad. I'm only sad because my dad got rest his soul, and I love him so much. I miss my dad so much. Is a Mets fan. I'm only a Yankees fan because I was a hard-headed ass. I wanted to oppose him. So, and I really thought it would be a Subway Series. So I got this mantra.
It's already happened.
I got this mantra.
Already seen that movie. We know how that ends.
New York is going to be New York's championship year. It's going to be our turn. Where Liberty, Subway Series, I was thinking Mets or Yankees, but now I got, Yankees.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rangers. I'm a Devils girl. So
maybe the Knicks.
Not technically New York, but whatever.
You think the Knicks might win a chip?
Ain't no maybe. Ain't no maybe. Put some respect on my boy's name. Ain't no maybe.
Karl-Anthony Towns. Hey, listen, he's a Jersey guy.
Yeah.
Jersey.
Listen.
T-neck.
Put some respect on it. Yeah, we getting that.
Okay. We'll find out. We're about to find out.
All of that.
We're about to find out.
Knicks, please. Please.
Hey.
The Knicks win
go.
that championship.
Oh, my God.
The city's on
City's,
fire.
yeah, they're going to burn the city down.
Spike was in the building for us last night. He probably like, damn, finally somebody in New York won something.
He didn't know what to do with himself. He's like, damn, they won?
Let me tell you something.
That was crazy.
Knicks win?
Man, he going to run on the court.
Yeah.
They going to hand him the trophy first.
I don't even want to be here now. I don't want to go to work for a week.
Virtual.
The Knicks win? Yo, catch me in 2 months. I don't want to be a mom. I don't want to do nothing.
You already know. Cowboys win the Super Bowl. I'm moving to Texas. I'm moving to Texas. I just said I'm moving to Texas. You will see me do my show virtually.
You might as well move now. Go ahead.
Nah.
Because Dallas ain't winning
Can't wait.
ever.
We'll win before you guys.
Who's
Patriots.
you guys?
Cannon.
You want to put money on that?
Yeah. But put some respect on it. Go put 20 on it.
Even with the rebuild?
Put 20 on it. We
still going to get to a position
where's my camera?
quicker than you guys.
We putting 20 on it right now. We
He's
put
smoking,
we put an Andrew Jackson on it right now.
He's on that ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca?
I said ayahuasca.
I'm on the anime? That's crazy. Where's Steve at?
Whatever.
Steve, what's going on, man?
Whatever. Steve, don't judge me. That's probably like the only anime I watch. Between that, Sailor Moon, and Dragon Ball Z.
She said ayahuasca.
My oldest has me on some shit. One Piece.
Oh, that's my boy's joint.
Attack on Titans.
Yeah,
Come on, fuck with me now. I know something.
Attack on Titans lit.
I know a little bit.
Okay.
And that's where the knowledge stops. I'm just going. Let me not embarrass myself.
Y'all got y'all rebuild. Y'all getting there one day.
Yeah,
y'all got your quarterback. I like May. May's show flashes.
Yeah, he cool. He a rookie. So.
Yeah, you about to get Travis Hunter in the draft. Hey, you get Travis Hunter.
Listen,
man, that's a step in the right direction.
Pats, keep your draft picks. Work on the offensive line. Shore up that defense because that's what's really surprising me.
Put some playmakers around the kid.
Yeah, and
put some playmakers around.
Develop May, so playmakers could want to come to us, and we're gonna be good. Everybody like Jerome Mayo, so
give him time. We're
gonna be good.
Give him time.
We're gonna be good. All right, yo, always good having you, man.
Always.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna pick up Papa from there in the house.
Hey.
Be a responsible parent today.
But it's cool because you're a champion.
I'm a champ.
Watch the people call my name. Champion.
Take a nap because I'm exhausted.
I know. I can feel it.
But we here though.
You still smell like champagne.
You need to stop. I showered. He lying. I showered, y'all. He acted up. But all jokes aside, thank you everybody for coming and rocking with us. Under Review Podcast. It's your girl Danache. It's your boy UGOBOY.
Hey, Yahtzee.
Share, like, subscribe. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Yo.